So good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for our weekly SITREP. My partner Natalie is out doing training, so I will be on the SITREP by myself today. So as always, we want to start by talking about the programs that Military Veteran Peer Network offers. So we offer one-on-one peer support. Pretty much if you can't talk to your family, friends about what you're going through, you can reach out to us and you'll end up talking to myself, Natalie, or one of our numerous awesome volunteers. We also do peer support groups. Our peer support groups that we currently have are Pathfinders, which is a general peer support group for service members and veterans. We have the other side, which is for significant others and spouses of veterans and service members. We have Yarnaholics, which is open to anybody. And then we have Haven, which is harassment, assault, violence ends now. That's for survivors of sexual assault, sexual trauma, or sexual harassment. We also do community resources. With the community resources, pretty much anything that you need, you can give us a call and we can either take care of it internally or we can link you up with numerous organizations in the community that are here to take care of us. We also do a lot of trainings. So we do suicide prevention and awareness trainings. We do CALM, counseling on access to lethal means. And that's putting the time and distance between the method of suicide and the person that's having suicidal ideations. We do ASK, which is ask about suicide to save a life. It's getting you comfortable asking that question. You know, are you thinking about killing yourself? Are you thinking about, doing this or whatnot? We collaborate with the VA to do SAVE trainings. And then we also collaborate with the Center for Children, and we do parent cafes, which is pretty much helping to build stronger families by utilizing the 5 protective factors. All right, so next I'm going to talk about the Veterans One-Stop Center. So what they offer is clinical services and mental health services that some of us might need. They do it for service members, veterans, and their families. It doesn't matter the era that you served in. It doesn't matter your discharge status. They do individual, they do couples, and they do family counseling. Also housed here, we have the Texas Veterans Commission Disability Claims Department. So if you need assistance with following your claims or you just have questions in general, they can get you taken care of. The Veterans Business Association. So any questions you have in regarding to starting a business, or if you have a business, they can get you squared away. We have OSAR, which is outreach, screening, assessment, and referrals. So if you have a substance use disorder issue, anything ranging from alcohol or anything harder, they can get you squared away. The community health workers are also housed here. They're the ones out on the street talking to those that are facing homelessness and getting them the resources that they need to try to get them taken care of. SUD employment is here as well. So again, if you have issues with substance use, they can help you as far as seeking employment once you're on the steps to recovery. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my guests for this week. I have Josie Davis, who is a facilitator for Haven, Dora Hernandez, who's a facilitator for Haven and Yarnaholics, and Jonathan Bohannon, who is a facilitator for Pathfinders. So what they're going to do is just tell you a little bit about the groups and how it benefits them and whatnot. So I'm going to turn it over to them. Josie, go first.
All right, good morning, everyone. Like Shelia said, I'm one of the facilitators for the Haven group, like she said, which is harassment, assault, violence ends now. We're designed to assist service members and their significant others, if need be, family members, with those who are survivors of sexual trauma. When we have group, which is bi-weekly, we normally do not focus on the trauma itself. We talk about life. However, if someone wants to talk about that trauma, that's all well and fine. Our ears are open. We're there to provide the utmost support because we've all have been in that particular situation. If an issue should arise, whereas Dora and I think you may need additional assistance, that's when we'll get with Shelia because they do have counselors on site, and we will recommend or talk to her and say, hey, maybe this person needs a little bit more assistance than what we can offer. Not that we're kicking you out of the group, but you just want to make sure that you're getting the proper assistance and the care that you actually need. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Josie. All right, I'm gonna turn it over to Dora. If you can go ahead and talk about Yarnaholics, please, I would greatly appreciate it.
Yarnaholics, teach you how to crochet. It, the reason being is it's good for your depression, your anxiety. Also, it's good for moving your hands. If you have arthritis, it helps with your arthritis. Also, it helps you talk. It alleviates you from thinking of different thoughts that you might have. Um, it's good for a lot of things that I believe that it helps with your mental health as as well as your physical being. It blocks every bad day that you might have during the day. So if you want to learn how to new, and it also helps you learn a new skill. The whatever you make, you keep. Um, and it's a fun thing to do. So if you want to come and learn, come on in.
Thank you, Dora. All right, John, your turn, please.
Okay, yes. Hello, my name is Jonathan Bohannon. Actually, I said, I think one thing I'm noticing before I go into Pathfinders is that, everyone on the call right now, we've all started from a position of needing, to get just to get it out, right? Like just to get with individuals who are in the same, like other veterans, active duty, and just talk about where to begin, how to cope, things of that nature. So, with Pathfinders, it's a general peer support group, but it's open to everybody. And like Shelia said, we have the other side in conjunction with it for individuals who may be, spouses or in any way connected to that individual and how they support them. They have a group for them, and the group for Pathfinders is mainly the service member or the veteran. And we just kind of educate one another on ways to cope, or like not so much giving advice, but more just this is my testimony and our process, and kind of give places to begin, because I think that's the hardest part when you get out and you see all these services everywhere, is where to begin. But I know for Pathfinders, it's a very mature group of individuals who are empathetic, they're understanding, and they all relate. And we also have a lot of individuals who are experts in areas all across resources, from claims to just through our own experiences. And so, getting out there, trying to decide where to start, groups are definitely a great place to start, just because we're all in different levels of, like, whether we just got out of the military or just started talking about the trauma, from individuals who have been dealing with all these processes for like 20 years. So if you just don't know where to start, or if you just want an atmosphere of individuals who understand what you're going through, definitely Pathfinders is the way to at least consider Pathfinders, as well as Yarnaholics. And I know with the sexual trauma and the military trauma, it's definitely, I've heard a lot of good feedback from it. And so I'm just excited to be part of this team and making a difference where we can. And MVPN being the 211 for veterans is definitely a great resource, and very connected to anything. Even if we don't provide it the one stop, they will get with other organizations in the community to get that veteran or active duty member the services they need.
Thank you. I think just listening to the three of you talk, camaraderie is a big thing. And I think that's one of the things you can get when you attend these peer support groups. Of course, you learn to cope with your mental illness, PTSD, depression, anxiety, whether it's just through talking, as in Haven, or learning a hobby with Dora, like she was trying to say, when you're working with your hands, you get preoccupied, and, saying you're not so involved in your thoughts. So you end up talking more. But I appreciate y'all one, taking time out of your day to facilitate these groups and, to benefit the community. And then two, making yourself available today to just talk about it. Do you, if and it's up to you, if you do attend group or whatever, do you get any benefit out of it yourself?
I do because you know, a lot of veterans complaints, biggest complaints are when we get out, finding somebody that's like-minded, like us. You know, we are unique in a way. We understand. So it brings me great comfort to talk to someone who understands the struggles that we endured in the military, especially as females. Not that I'm dismissing the males, but I'm just speaking on a female aspect, you know. So it does bring great comfort to be able to talk to somebody. You're not judged, you're not looked upon as being, you know, whatever, so have you. It's understood.
I
Thank you.
myself,
Good.
I myself find it a very relaxing. I like teaching new things to individuals that need my help. So um, I like to pay it forward. Uh, I got a lot of from from the one stop, and I just want to give back to what was given to me. So I'm doing it in a couple of different ways that I can. Uh, Simple, but at least it helps somebody. As long as it helps one person, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and I think and on this topic of like enabling others to act, right? Like we've all served in many different variety of ways. So, you get us together, we see individuals who may need services, I think we make great advocates because we are all in the positions that we're in because we went through the grinder, so to speak. And so coming to a safe place, to these groups, to where we educate one another, we support one another, like you're not going to get that from individuals who don't have the similar experiences. They may be trained and this and that, but without the experience, it's like you're not going to help them over to the other side. So, you know, um, I would say what I get out of it is a purpose, just to keep going, keep fighting, making a difference any way I can. And MVPN and these support groups, it's the front lines, it's the trenches, getting individuals into services is one thing, that's the next step. But the hardest part is to first meet them at that place, on the front line, which is when they're directly out of the military or, trauma starts to arise that wasn't dealt with, so that's why I get a lot out of volunteering. And that's why you'll find, me at Pathfinders at 7 every week. And that's all I have to say about that.
No, thank you. I know Dora said something about, you giving back is, simple or something so small or simple. I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't think it that way because you're doing more than some people do. You know what I'm saying? You're following through with actions. You're not just talking about it. You're actually doing the actions. And anytime you're giving up a little bit of your time to help someone else is a big deal. So I commend all three of you guys for, joining us with MVPN and helping to, facilitate these groups and reach, the public. Of course, we're always trying to do more groups. So yeah, this is a plug for volunteers. We're always trying to do more groups. So if you have an idea and you want to reach out to us, and if it works and we see an audience for it, we'll definitely implement it. But thank you guys for your time. I greatly appreciate you joining us for this week to talk about the peer support groups and the benefits of it. And I will holler at you guys later. You guys take care.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.